Okay, today we're going to be talking about equivalent fractions. So how can one fraction be equal to another even though they're made up of different digits? So what we can see here is that we have this visual of a whole and we're looking at a part of a whole. So we have one out of two pieces. But if we cut this whole into more pieces, we technically have six makes the whole, but three of those six still equal the same thing as a half. So mathematically, what's happening there is we are multiplying by how many cuts we have here. So if we think about what makes our whole is a 2, and we're multiplying to get to six wholes, six pieces to make a whole, what could 2 times multiplying 2 times what would equal 6? 3. So whatever we do to the denominator, we need to do to the numerator to keep it equivalent. Because technically, when we're multiplying this by 3, 1 times 3, getting that 3, this equals a whole. Anything times 1 is the same answer, is the same number. That's why we can say that they're equivalent. So if you figure out what you are multiplying by to get that denominator, you can also do the same to the numerator and get an equivalent fraction. So let's try another one. What times 2 equals 8? How are we going to get to that 8? Multiply it by a 4. So what do we do to the numerator? We multiply it by 4. And when we multiply that one by 4, we get a 4 over 8 is equivalent to a half. Let's try another random one. We can do this with any fraction as long as we know what denominator we're going to. So I'm going to, over here, write, let's say, what if we had 2/3 and we wanted to get it to ninths, okay? So what times 3 would get us into ninths? It would be 3. So what are we going to do to the numerator? We're also going to multiply that by 3. So our actual equivalent fraction to 2/3 is 6/9. So 2/3 is equivalent to 6/9. We did the 2 times 3 to get the 6, and we discovered that if we're going to get from a 3 to a 9, we would have had to multiply 3. Your denominator is your starting point to figure out how you can get your numerator, okay? So now you're going to close this video and you are going to start practicing on Edulastic. You have multiple different ones to really get this squared away because we are going to be using this concept when we do percents and decimals and fractions. Okay, good luck.